All right, I think we're live. Let's see. Yep, we are live. We'll grab that link. All right, boom. Put it into the streams. Live stream. Bam. All right. So live stream's up. I will close this tab. We will go to Hero Wars. Hero Wars. Let's see. Free boxes. I don't think I grabbed the energy yet, though. Ooh. I'll grab this little thing here. Looks like we got some faceless portal charges and intelligence skin stones. I'm also going to have to grab this energy real quick before I'm ready to get going. Let's see. Morning, Mr. Big. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining this Sunday stream. Nice to have you here. Today's going to be a short one, but it's always good to hang out with the community. So that, I believe, with opening that, I should have gone, yep, we got our skin stones and our portal charges. I need to grab the energy next. So there's that. Then I think the last one that I need to grab is the boxes. I need the boxes. I don't need the spheres, but I need the boxes. So we're going to do that after I grab this one real quick, and then we'll get going. We'll get right into it. So we got the energy right there. Love it. Now we got the 3 boxes. Close that. Good morning, HJV. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Oh, Negro. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Yes, hello to all in the chat. Yo ho ho. A pirate's life for me. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm drinking some water here, even though it's in a company cup for Starbucks. That's just water, promise. Hey, Rodney Parker, nice to have you here. Hello, CalNap, love to see you here. We got the Titans of the Dominion event going on. Obviously, we got some energy here. So we're going to start off by using some energy. I'm working on Nebula. We're getting closer to getting her to red +1 capable, right? Still pretty far off, but we're headed in that direction. So we're going to try to get some of these items here, which are called, I believe, let's see, it is called the Alucard's Amulet Recipe Fragment. So that is what we're building up right now. Always need this Lycanthrope's Fangs, so we're going to grab as many as we can that are available. Let's see, so there was some in the Grand Arena shop. Are there any more available? Usually this will tell you. Doesn't say so. So not right this second, but that's okay. One thing that I noticed, and I don't know if you guys noticed this as well, but the refresh now, there's a 50 emerald charge on all of these guys that I don't believe used to exist. I think you used to be able to do one for free, but now they're doing a 50 emerald addition on here. Is that new, or has that always been there? I feel like it's new, because I feel like the first exchange used to always be free. Now it's not, which means I'm not going to be refreshing almost anymore. But it used to be, I thought, free for the first one, so I used to do it quite often. But now that it's 50 emeralds, I'm like kind of not really wanting to refresh, which is interesting because here always like, oh, we want to promote speeding up the game, not slowing it down. But I would say this is slowing it down. I don't know. Anyway, just my quick thoughts there. I noticed that the other day. I don't know if anyone else noticed it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm going crazy. But anyway, why is the rum always gone? When you're at sea for a long time, sometimes you get a little thirsty. Did you notice the Dragon's Heart item was changed to Wyvern's Heart? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I know what you're talking about. Let's see. I did not notice that. Let's take a look. Let's see. I'm sure that's a pretty popular item for most heroes. Let's see. Items. This one, right? Oh, wow. They did change it. It used to be Dragon's Heart. Now it's, I don't know how to pronounce that. Wyvern's Heart? Ivern's Heart? Sorry, I'm probably butchering that, but you're right. They did change it, and I know that this pronunciation is kind of the equivalent of a dragon or mythical beast. But interesting that they changed it from Dragon's Heart. I wonder why they did that. That's very intriguing. Good catch there. Good catch, Calnap. I did not notice that, but I'm noticing it now. That's very intriguing. I'm not sure why they do that. Huh. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I noticed that they did tinker with some of the names recently. Not all of them, but that one, that's interesting. I did notice something was weird about that. That's, hmm, hmm, hmm. Good catch. Good catch, count that. Mr. Big, playing over a year now, learning what events finally are good for me. Cheers. Love to hear that. Mr. Big, I mean, you never fully always can 100% appreciate every event. I get that, and I don't either. But yeah, I think learning what events are good for you is key. So, congratulations on getting to the point where you're feeling a lot more comfortable differentiating what events are for you. So, hats off to you. That's a huge step in the Hero Wars game, essentially, right? And in your building of your teams and so on and so forth. So, congrats on that, and congrats on a year playing. That's awesome. Let's see. Hey, Gary H. Nice to have you here. Incognito, hello to you. And I love the sunglass shades emoji. Love to see it. I've always seen 50. It was around 50. The 50 gem refill was always like that for the shops. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like maybe, and maybe I'm completely just misremembering, but I totally thought at one point it was free for the first refresh, and then after that it started going off. But maybe obviously, I guess I'm wrong. All right. All right. It's sort of like the potato thing, or potato thing, ketchup. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, anyway, we are going to get some of these Titan potions, even though I don't need them. You never know when you're going to need them. Never, ever know. Outland chest. This is kind of one of those few things that sometimes after a while you're like, I don't like clicking to keep getting the same rewards. But my team's not strong enough to defeat all of them yet. I think the last one I still have to conquer is Brog. And I think the key here for me is that I don't have Satori available. Satori is really the hero that you want in this battle. Yeah, see, Faceless, not bad hero, just really weak. So, I mean, this is the team that, I mean, you'd really want Satori in your lineup. So, I mean, I'll see what I can do here, but I don't think I'll be able to do enough damage. Satori is just not very strong yet, but his Fox marks are very, very strong. But yeah, see, he gets knocked out way too early for me to be able to take out Braga effectively. Even Lars got taken down. So, unfortunately for me here, it just looks like my team's not quite built strong enough magic attack wise. Which is fine. I haven't really been focusing on them, but you can see like I still do a decent amount of damage, just not as much as we'd like to be able to take down Braga effectively. So that's probably one of the few side projects I'm working on here is building up Satori a little bit. Obviously, my glyph game is weak with Satori, so we're going to have to look at him a little bit more seriously. But I don't want to jeopardize the other teams and heroes that I'm building while I'm doing this. So we'll take a look real quickly at my artifacts and see where we are. So Helios is a key hero for me right now. I'm really trying to build him up to offset Yasmin. I almost said Iris. Yasmin, because Yasmin's rampant on our server. She's everywhere. So that is definitely someone I'm looking at. But I guess in terms of powering up, there's nothing wrong with going to power up Satori for me right now. So we'll start focusing a little bit more on getting these to level 100 or closer to it. Let's see, the other heroes that I have working on is Chaba, getting him to level 100 as well. So we're working on that. And then I guess evolution-wise, I'm working on Helios. Obviously, Ishmael here needs some purple stuff, but we can't really push too hard there. I guess we could do the last one because Chaba's last artifact here is already 100, so we can start this one here. And oh wow, we can get it all the way to 100. Look at that. So Ishmael has gotten stronger, but it doesn't really help my Satori that much yet. But eventually, I will need Satori, especially to beat Brog. He just is key, and he solo-handedly can defeat Brog. You just need the right opportunity to basically enhance him enough. I'm not even close to that. It's just like you always need every hero for different situations, and sometimes you just don't need him enough to really have him be a primary focus. But anyway, Lefty River, nice to have you here. Hello again, and thank you for information you gave me about items in my bank. Absolutely, always happy to try to help out and assist everyone who's in the Hero Wars community the best that I can. And I like hanging out with everyone, so it's always good. And today's Sunday, so Sunday streams are usually a lot shorter than Saturday streams. Yesterday, I had a event come up. Not really going to get into it, but it was something I wasn't expecting, so that really derailed yesterday's live stream. Apologies for that, but we're back today, so that is the good news. And next week we shouldn't have any unexpected things, so we should still have a live. I don't know what time, but that is the plan. We will have 2 winners today, one for Facebook, one for web. So everything is still looking good. Anyway, the purple stuff, Justin, I knew that you're not a Sunny D drinker. Sunny D is pretty good, I will say. It's just very sugary, very, very sugary. But it was great when I was like, a lot younger and when I was in like elementary school. That was a really good drink. All right. Who should I take to Red +2, Iris or Yasmin? Gary H. with a great question. What is your team currently looking like, Gary H? Before I give you any more advice on which one, I personally love Yasmin, generally speaking. I will say she's very weak to Helios, but any other hero, usually she's very, very effective. But I want to know what your team is before I give you a definitive Iris or Yasmin answer there. If you don't mind telling me what team you got going on. Hey, Vitamin, nice to have you here. Always love the cool thumbs up emoji. Love to see it. Happy Sunday, fun day to you, Bubble07. Nice to have you here. Everything's going well. Well, as well as it can be for someone studying for the bar. I will say that is a not so fun thing that's going on right now, but we're trying to hang in there, studying for the bar. We're doing our best. A little more than a month away, but it feels very, very close and very, very real. But yeah, so everything is going well so far. And yes, thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up button. Much appreciated. We got Astral Seer here. Always have to collect our free items. I really like these agility crystals. Almost all of my current key heroes need agility crystals, so I am never going to complain if I get those. Let's see, we got some greater willpower insignias. The one that I need is like the fighting this battle one. What is this one called? I don't know. But that battle one, that's what I need to power up my Kark further. And the Radiant Strength Crystal. Okay, so basically the way that I've seen these work in Ascension Spire, and this is kind of random, but I'm going to talk about it real quick, is you start out with the little guys, right? Oh, and Mr. Big also with the cool thumbs up mark. Love it. Does Heidi counter Iris? We'll take a look at that. We will take a look at that. I can't definitively say yes or no right this second because I don't remember all the counters off the top of my head. I do have a notebook somewhere around here that I'm going to have to find. I'm going to have to dig it out. It's definitely buried under my bar stuff somewhere around here. But yeah, I just want to talk about this real quick in the progression, right? And how time-consuming-ish this can take. So if you look at Kark, right, because Kark's the hero that I have the furthest in Ascension, he starts out very similar to Yasmin. Yasmin has, in the early stages, you need a lot of this small agility crystal, right? And then once you get to, I believe it is the 3rd level, right, then you start needing, well, maybe it's even the 2nd level. 2nd level? You start needing these like longer radiant agility crystals, which are like the bigger one. And then you start needing additional things. So like once you get to, I think 4, you need these Valor Insignias, right, which is like kind of like the fighting strength thing, which is kind of annoying because it's like now I need even more items. And so just as you progress, these items get increasingly expensive, which is fine. You knew it was going to happen this way, but it just seems like a lot. So I don't know. I just wanted to point that out, that it is a slow grind. It is a slow strengthening period. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. I do eventually really, really want to get to Nebula because Nebula already has her 2 and 5 skills unlocked, which I think are really, really key. I think they're great. But that is a future Justin upgrading process, right? So that's a future process. Not quite there yet. But anyway, so we're working through it. You can see, like, obviously, once you get to level 2, you still use these smaller crystals. But yeah, so once you get past level 2 and you get to level 3, the smaller crystals can then be used for your other heroes, right? So let's say, like, for Kark, my first 2 levels, I needed the really small green ones, right? These guys here, agility crystals, needed the small ones. So after I got to level 3 with Kark, I could go to other heroes and use these smaller agility crystals to get them powered up. So that's what I started doing with my Yasmin. Still a long ways to go. But yeah, just in case some people weren't there yet, I just want to give you a heads up. Yeah, after you get past the first 2 levels, you can move on to the next one. So just want to point that out there. Need more seeds? Yeah, always need more of these items. And it just seems like I never have enough. I really still think we should get a Cradle of the Stars or, some kind of event that allows us to have more opportunity to get some of these items with more regularity. I don't know. I mean, there's a hero artifact event. Why is there not a hero, what is it, ascension event? I don't know. I think there should be. Anyway, we're going to do our one attack here in Asgard. Forgot the name for a second. With our pretty standard team, I heard here using no pet on Martha is the move. So we're not going to use a pet on Martha because I think it allows her to get her skills active more often. Why can I not deselect? Oh, there we go. We deselected it. I really like to have Albus here, and Jew, I prefer Fenris. Mara's fantastic with Isaac, and Kane's the only option for Nebula. With that, I also like adding an Albus. This really tends to be, so far, the hottest hitting team. I'm sure there's other options. Again, just people aren't able to upgrade enough heroes to test out different combinations fast enough. So this is what we're stuck with. Dieter, Dika, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Pleasure. Heidi can't counter Iris directly. However, his dodge artifact can make Iris less effective. Yeah. One thing that I think is tough with Iris is if Iris targets that hero is in trouble because now the dodge doesn't really affect the pure damage aspect that Iris seems to take out. So I'm going to go with that's a tough thing. Put a pet on Martha. That's been debunked. Okay, I thought that was weird, if I'm being completely honest. We're going to go with Axel. Magic attack, increase in armor. Health, not really something that I'm interested in with Martha right this second in this matchup. So we're going to go Axel. I know Oliver's another popular choice, but I prefer Axel in this situation. We'll see how this goes, but I'm really just trying to take down this level 130 Osh, which should be very doable since the damage is already significant to Osh. I think we can easily take down this Osh the Eternal Keeper at level 130. Hopefully we can do a substantial amount of damage. I'm hoping at least for another 20, maybe more. Hopefully we can do at least 50 mil damage to this Osh with 50 seconds left. So that would be another 20 mil damage, give or take. I really like Isaac, so I've been focusing on him a lot, which has allowed him to become a force. And it looks like we did it. We got past that almost 50 million mark. We did a good amount of damage, I'll give it that. And still working on a lot of our heroes. So Jew's not complete, nor is Nebula. Sebastian, Martha, and Isaac are mostly done other than Ascension, right? Ascension's one of those never-ending uphill battles that I'm not sure anyone's going to complete very, very soon. So we'll see. I mean, I guess it's possible. You just would need to invest a lot of cash into this game. Probably more than the average Hero Wars player is willing to part with. But anyway, Yeah, so that is what's going on there. No Oliver on Isaac. No, I prefer Mara. I realize Mara is um better in hero matchups where his silence actually affects the opponent. But I prefer Mara over Oliver. Even though I understand Oliver's it's still a good option. I don't know. I like for me in that scenario, um Mara. And let's see. Well, let me double check to make sure I'm justified in that because I did it and I noticed that I did it, but I don't know if I can justify that. So let's see. My Mara is also obviously stronger than my Oliver, but let's see. So Oliver gives some healing, regains physical damage, okay? Heal or damage dealt via physical attack. So this is about the control. All right, let's look at the patronage stats. So this is magic attack and magic defense. And here we have health and armor. I guess armor is fine, but armor is not really something that Asha really plays into. Asha is more of a magic attacker, from my understanding, which is why Isaac's so effective in the first place. So health is great. But with Mara, I get magic attack and magic defense, which I believe impacts both. Because magic defense is guarding against Ash, but Isaac, from my understanding, is magic attack is kind of what he deals with, right? Is that wrong? Oh no, he does physical attack damage. Why did I thought he did magic attack damage? Okay, in that case, maybe I should have used Oliver in this scenario. I probably messed up there. Yeah, so I think in this, when you're battling Osh, you probably should use Oliver. But in almost any other situation, you should be using Mara because of that stun effect or silence effect. But I messed up there. You're right. That was a good call. I should have used Oliver um, in that particular situation. Yes. Charlie did a live test comparison 1 week to the next. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Good to see you, Magician Depone. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Mara is good for Envari and Luther against Osh because she provides that magical defense. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was going for, but I'm not sure it exactly played out as effectively as it should have. I don't know. I think the difference is probably like a few hundred points, especially because my Mara is stronger than my Oliver, like significantly stronger. So I don't know. I think for me, it makes sense to use Mara because Mara is just stronger. But if they were all equal and all things were equal, Oliver might have been the better choice in that boss fight, right? So I get it. But I do think that still my Mara is stronger in this situation. So for me right now, Mara is a better choice. But you could go with either. I think you could argue both, one over the other. I just think for me right this second, with the team that I have and my pet strength, Mara's a little bit better than Oliver for me right now. I think in the future though, Oliver's a good choice. When you start fighting at level 150 and 160, Oliver will help your Isaac tank stay alive. Yeah, I'm sure that's true, Bubble07. Have not yet battled those level 150 or 160 because um, my guild as a whole isn't quite ready for that yet. But once we get there, hopefully my Oliver will also be stronger, and I'll be using Oliver. So I hear you. I hear you guys. It's a good call. Hey, Emard, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Always a pleasure to have you here. Right now, I'm just cruising up the tower. Did my tower run, but I did want to kind of talk a little bit about Summer Festival, which is coming up, I believe, soon, right? So it's like the end of, is it next month? I want to double check. I don't want to be telling you the wrong thing here. Let's take a look at videos and scrolling back real quickly. All right. We are in June. All right. So we had, at the end of June, we had Summer Festival. So Summer Festival, pretty solid event, and I'll be making a video on this separately after, hopefully early this week. talking about really what we need to do to break it down, but just keep in mind there are really good rewards. I do have an old tips on how to spend Summer Festival coins, which I would kind of recommend checking out because it gives you an idea of what items exist. Usually, there's also 3 solar skins, right? So that means there's going to be 3 brand new skins coming to Hero Wars. Typically, something that's kind of cool. We'll see if YouTube allows me to show this video. If not, then I apologize. Basically, some of the rewards were like soulstone chests, right? So if we're looking at this, soulstone chests like this one, lesser hero soulstone chests. Um, and you can get 50 hero soulstones of any hero other than like the newer ones in Cleaver. But I still think it's a pretty cool reward. Really allowed you to focus on your main heroes. There was also, I believe there were other really good items that I'm just blanking on right this second. I think skin stones were also available, and a couple other things. So I overall think the event is pretty awesome. It is one of the major events of Hero Wars. There's usually a mini game involved. Um, but yeah, so just a heads up precursor to that we will be talking about a lot next weekend, and probably the weekend after that as well. But I just want to give you a heads up, talk about that real quickly here on this stream. That those will be coming up. Why is Summerfest not started yet? It starts in 2 weeks, so not this next week, but the week after that is my understanding. Usually when they start that, so that is probably the plan there. Um, So it should start in like 2 weeks. Is my what I'm thinking, Magician Depone. Great question. Great question. Owen Egger says, I'm going to open up all those dolls and that 3 times energy at that time I've been saving from all the past seasons for Summerfest. Good event to do it. Lefty River says, the name of the blue lady, which makes heroes gain more health, but can only hit 50% of the time. Mira. So you're looking at Amira. Let's see. Amira. Yes. So Amira is indeed the blue lady. Um, so she's very interesting because she has this ability to basically put a bunch of coins around a enemy, and if the enemy doesn't deal enough damage to those coins deal significant damage. So Amir is a pretty good hero, I would say. It's just she's really tough to get to absolute right now because there's so many different heroes to focus on, um, and she still hasn't been quite heavily tested yet. She's the only hero also that I do not yet have absolute. So I will be looking to make that happen once it's available as an option in the shop, which right now it's not. Um, when I say shop, I'm talking about in those soulstone chests, right? So I'll be working on that. And then here again is the Weavern's Heart, right? So no longer the Dragon's Heart, but the Weavern's Heart. Very interesting name change that they did there recently. But yeah, so we have upgraded Amir a little bit here. But yeah, I would say Amir's a decent one. Nebula is also a blue light lady. That's very true. She does have that Neo look, right? Heck, I mean, Kira's also a blue lady as well in her natural state. Um, but let's see. Let's go back to Nebula, who is probably one of my favorite heroes. I think she's one of the ones who really allows for a boost in attack, heals you, and can get rid of negative status effects. One of the best options is Nebula for sure. Thank you. And focusing on Iris. My question is, endgame, is Iris or Amira better? I actually think Iris is a little bit better. Amira's not bad, though. Hmm. I didn't think about that. Amira for endgame versus Iris. I think they're both really solid. I like Iris a touch more, but I could see Amira being very effective. I just think Iris allows you to more deeply attack the boss. If you're talking especially about campaign, the hero that you're going to need, though, Lefty River, is going to be Jew. Jew is the hero of choice when you're battling Seymour. Let's see. I can use 50 emeralds for this. But when you're battling Seymour, the key thing is going to be Jew. Jew is one of the best attackers in the game, hands down. Let's find him. Jew. I do like Isaac, but maybe not in this context. Well, we'll go for it. But I think I haven't battled this opponent in a while. Sebastian, Nebula. So the team that I used was something along the lines of this. When I battled the end game, it's been a while since I battled the end game, but I do think Iris might be a little bit better all around. Amir's not bad. I just think Iris is a little bit better. I think they're both very, very solid though. I think they're solid. Oh, Nigger said, does this mean the Smurfs are taking over, or would we have to call them Smurfettes since they're female? I don't know. I would probably go with Smurfette though at this time, because there's no males that are blue yet, right? So it's a female-dominated space, so it's Smurfettes. But let's see. This hope Iris skills will be the same on mobile version. Looks interesting. I think Iris would be a huge, huge game changer on mobile, because I think so many people do already have a lot of the heroes already absolute, which is a lot easier to do on mobile than Facebook, right? Because you got to keep in mind there's only so many heroes, and they don't go to red plus 2. They go to what do they go to? They go to purple plus 4. Is that right? Or orange plus 4? Orange plus 4 is what they go to. So it doesn't even, I mean, to get your heroes to a point, and I'm just going to auto speed up combat here. But I think, and hopefully it'll do its job. Maybe not. But I was going to just say really that with orange plus 4, significantly different than you're not even getting to red. You're not even getting to red plus 1. So I mean, a lot of people have an easier time, and if they spend enough money, right, it's easier to get your heroes all maxed out. There's no ascension. There's no pets. So a lot less you're dealing with in the grand scheme of things here. And it looks like we're struggling a little bit in the time frame. We're under the time that we'd like to be, and our damage is not really as far along as we'd like. Faceless is a popular hero to be used here as well instead of Sebastian, but I thought the critical hit might help out my Jew. We're doing okay damage-wise, though, it looks like. It's been a long time since I've done this. Usually I do it manually. It does seem to have really good results when I do it manually, but, so far it looks like my Jew is really hanging on. The two heroes that are key here are Jew and Martha. Martha has a speed up ability, which is super important. And it looks like we're just out of time on this fight, right? I lost, right? Yeah, we just ran out of time. So I'll try it again, but I think the key is really making sure your team has enough speed up. So I'm going to try taking out Sebastian this time, and we're going to try doing it with, I don't know, do I go Isaac or do I go Faceless? I'm thinking Isaac. Let's try Isaac. Let's see how this goes. And if not, I'll use Faceless. Faceless is really good because Faceless can copy Martha and speed up her skills. But yeah. In PvP, is Iris better? Yes, I think Iris is better than Amir at this time. Amir's close, but I think Iris is a little bit more flexible and she works better in more teams. Amir's not bad, just she has low health. And obviously, Iris doesn't have the highest health either, but Iris allows for her teammates to really take out an opponent one at a time, which can be key and instrumental when you're trying to go about battling. So, Alvinor is blue, Ishmael is blue, Kark is dark blue, Orion, Dante, Mojo. I would go with Yasmin then. I mean, I like that. I like that for sure. Someone was asking about that, right? What Jew are we talking about? We're talking about this Jew right here. Jew the man himself. Yeah, so this one wasn't good. Isaac was not the best option here. We're just going to retreat. Let's see. I should be able to take him out. It's been a minute, though. I haven't really done it, and I've never done it auto. So we're going to take you out. We're going to put in Faceless. See how that goes. Maybe that will be the solution. We'll see though. Faceless does need a lot of help though, because he doesn't usually have the most health. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, copying Ju's effects are huge. Copying Martha's effects are huge. Both of those can be very, very helpful. The only skill copy that's not great is Astaroth in this situation because it doesn't help my offensive strategy very much. But we'll see. It looks like we're not dealing too much damage yet. Yeah, the timing on this is not looking great. I might have to do it manually to beat him, but I've definitely been able to do it before. Shouldn't be having too much of a problem. Obviously, the stronger my heroes get, the stronger Seymour gets as well. But, it's all right. We'll come back to this. I think the key is obviously my being very vigilant in timing up Faceless and Martha and stacking them, right? So we're going to go ahead and just retreat. I'll try it one more time, and I'll try it myself. If I can't do it. That's okay. Faceless would be a better choice. Yeah, I agree. All right, we're going to try this again, but I'm going to be the one doing the skill pressing here. So let's see. All right, it's been a while, but I know I can beat him. So let's do it. Choose attacking. Good. Albus is getting ready. Okay, Nebula Jew. We really want Martha to get her healing going first before I use Faceless. That is the ideal situation here. Astaroth, protect us a little bit. Whoa, Martha. There we go. That was the perfect combination, even though something happened weird on my screen. Nebula, Jew. We're just going to start hitting a little more frequently. And I want to wait for Faceless until Martha is available. Okay, they're available now, but I'm going to wait just a touch. Martha, Faceless, come on, Jew, get ready to go, please. Nebula, Jew, let's see. Oof, that was a big hit on Faceless. Don't love that. Come on, Martha. I need your healing. Heal, heal, heal. There we go. Okay. Double speed up there. Ideally, you'd want Jew attacking as well during this double speed up time. So I think my timing is a little off in this one. But basically, if you can time it right, you can have Martha and Faceless copy each other and Jew dealing a significant amount of damage. So I'm going to double up on Jew here. We're going to have Albus ready as well. So we're on pace, but I feel like I'm a little behind, but that's okay. Really, you'd like this bar to be down a little bit further, probably like right here, but you can't always control that. So we're speeding them up here. We're letting Jew attack. Nebula would be great to have. There we go. And hopefully Martha and Faceless are able to recover some much needed speed up power. They're frozen. Once Martha's available, it'll be huge. Stop doing that, please. So we got Nebula going. Come on, Martha. Come on, Martha. Get your bar charged up. There we go. Now we can go. Now we can go. It's going to be a really close one. Because the key here is really having Martha and Faceless go in tandem is really the key. Come on, Martha. I need you to charge. I need you to charge. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. And we can do Albus at the same time. That's really ideal because then you're getting all the damage that Ju's able to do in the speed up time, and we can have Ju attack twice. Nebula, hopefully giving a slight power up. Come on, Martha. Need you to get charged up a little bit more. I also should have probably checked what pets are attached because I didn't even do that. Should have done that. Astaroth. Come on, Martha. Come on, Martha. Come on, Martha. You have the young lady's skin. Come on now. Come on now. All right, let's go. Here we go, Albus. Nice combo attack here, but I'm not sure we're going to have enough time. It's going to be very, very close. We've got a little under a minute left. Faceless is just waiting again on Martha. Hopefully Martha can get ready. Come on, Martha. Sustain some more damage or deal enough damage so you can be able to activate your skill. Astaroth is really key for just protecting my heroes. Come on, Martha. Just waiting on you. There we go. There we go. We've got everyone going off at the same time and Albus charging up. And Ju again. I'm using Faceless a little earlier, double Ju attack. But I don't know if we can do it in time. I'm just going to spam now. We're got 20 seconds left. We just got to throw it all on the line. It's going to be super, super tight. Oh, we did not do it. Close. It's all right. But I think that's the key there is to double up on Faceless and Martha. Let's see what heroes or what pets I even had attached there. But yeah, anyway. Hey, Daily Mr. Singh, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Yeah, okay, so Albus is not the pet we should be having on here. Should be Fenris. Magic attack and armor is what we want here. Mara, no, we want Merlin here. All right, let's see if changing up some of the pets will do it for us. Iris, Martha, Orion, Qingmao, and Helios. My team is okay. It's actually not bad at all. My only concern is what happens if you face someone who has a hero like, say, I'm trying to think. I think another hero that would be good to have with your particular team might be to have Qingmao. I'm trying to think who would be good. I'll get back to you in a sec, Lefty River. But overall, I like the team. It's not a bad team at all. Really, Martha's taking forever. Come on, Martha. All right, if I can't do this time, we'll take a break from this. But I'm hoping that we might be able to do it this time around. Come on, Martha. Sustain some damage. Get that energy bar up. All right, so we got our heroes going here. I do like Martha, Iris, and Qingmao and Helios. Love that. Orion, though, I'm not sure that he fits in amazing with your team combo, but it's not a bad option. I'll look at that a little bit more seriously after I'm done with this particular attempt, but it's not looking great already because I can tell I messed up the timing on some of these. So we will just retreat on this one, but in the future, it should be very, very doable. I just didn't have the right timing on it. It's okay. It's not going to be perfect, but yeah, so there we go. Go kill that ugly monster. All right, we'll try again. We'll try again. Hold on. I also feel like Sebastian was something key here. I'm not sure why that keeps doing that. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to try taking out Nebula and doing Sebastian. Something's off. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe my team was wrong. Let's see. See what it is. The other thing that I'm almost thinking is, like, did I not have Astaroth? Like, what happened here? Anyway, we'll have Sebastian start us off. I'm going to wait for Martha to get charged up. Flamethrower, big attack. Oof. Ouch. Come on, Martha. You're so slow to charge. Martha, I need you. There we go. Yeah, I'm afraid that that was too slow. I'm trying to figure out what am I doing wrong because I did something different that was a lot faster before. Anyway, Sebastian again. Yeah, I just feel like I'm doing damage super slowly, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing wrong. Did I have Jew as a tank? I had Nebula? I mean, the Earth one's just a bunch of rocks that come down on you. Hey, Kim Tay, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong with battling Seymour. It's been a minute. I'm not really sure what I remember doing wrong here, but we'll figure it out, I guess. Come on, Martha. Come on, Martha. It's all waiting on you. There we go. Flamethrower is a tough one. It's a big attack. Oof. Yeah, I'm not going to make this one. I'm going to figure out what's going on here. Am I just using the wrong team? Did I not have a tank? Man, why am I not remembering what I'm doing wrong here? All right, I'm going to just try one more. I'm just going to auto it, though. Something's going on here. I'm not remembering what I'm doing wrong. Huh. We'll just speed up an auto. Let's see. Oof, Jew going down, that's not part of the plan. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll have it better fixed for us. Seymour is on Facebook and on web, not on mobile. In fact, I think the extent of mobile is they only have up to, let me double check on mobile here. They only have up to chapter number 13. Oh, okay. So chapter 13, this is where things end in mobile, right here. So there's no chapter 14 or 15. How you get some of these other, you can't get Celeste in the regular campaign. Yeah, so it ends at chapter 13 on mobile. On web, it is, you have the same capability as you do on Facebook. So you're good to go there. Let's see. All right, so going back to your question here, your team is Iris, Guild Battles, Iris, Chainmail, Chainmail, Orion, I believe. Martha and Helios. Martha and Helios. Where is Helios? Helios. Helios. There he is. All right, we're just going to go with Axel. I'm not sure where your pet was, but that's okay. Want to survive long enough to kill the enemy. No, your questions are totally fine. They are not dumb at all. Chainmail is countered by Corvus, Dante, Sebastian. She's not supposed to be a tank. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Let's take a look though at this squad. Chainmail is a great hero though, I will say. So let me take a look here. We're going to use a standard Kark team just to start. Nebula, Kark, Astaroth. Kark is down here somewhere. Sebastian. We'll just go like that, and we'll put in Axel as well. All right, so let's see. We can speed it up a touch here. I think the key here might be to, like, as was said here, potentially look at having a tank option. But let's see. Let's see how it does. So Ryan's obviously a very good attacker, and Iris is not bad herself, but this team is very soft in the defensive department. So what I mean by that is you have a lot of offensive power, which is good. But if you get hit by someone very strong like Kark, who can deal a lot of damage at one time, that can pose problems. So a couple options, just suggestions that I might throw out, is maybe adding in, instead of Chainmail, right, you might have Astaroth as another option. Obviously, this team will be very heavy in magic attacker, so you'll have problems against someone who has Rufus, right? But it might allow for you to keep the core team that you have here, which are these other three heroes here: Helios, Helios, Iris, and Orion. Helios, Iris, and Orion. So another popular combination here, just so you know, if you aren't familiar, is the ODH combo. So you already have two of those heroes. We'll show that in a second. But the ODH combo is one where you have Orion, Dorian, and Helios, and that combination can really be helpful. So you kind of have, in a sense here, two half teams. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second here. But Astaroth, you can see, has shielded your team and made it significantly stronger. So you can see here in the differentiation, right? The only change I made was I put in Astaroth for Chainmail. Now, what does Astaroth add to your team? He allows for a hero to basically be revived. So when that happens, let's say one of your stronger attackers, like Orion, goes down, he's brought back to life for with partial health. So you can see here Orion performed a little bit better. Iris was very good. Helios, very good as well. Martha, right, is doing a lot more healing than damage. But you can see Astaroth, as a tank, is able to sustain a lot of damage done by your original team here. So you can see this is how much health or damage he took, right? So healing, this will show the healing done here. But by surviving and having that tank, right, which is kind of important, it allows you to survive a little bit better and allows for you to deal more damage ultimately to beat a team that's very similar to yours that just maybe doesn't have the same chemistry or makeup. So I think maybe adding Astaroth to your team might be a good option. Another one is, because you already have Helios and Orion, a popular addition is Dorian. Dorian fits snug right in between Helios and Orion. This allows for a lot of healing, and it can make your team very, very effective. So then with this team, if you really wanted Chainmail there, you could have Chainmail there and have Astaroth here. So this would essentially take out your Iris and Martha, but you could use them on a different team. You could also take Chimao off of this team and add in a hero named Jorgen. Granted, Jorgen's not as strong. You could add in Isaac potentially. This is a great option as well. I really like this combination. Let's see, we're going to put Merlin here. Helios will get Biscuit. We'll use Axel. So this could be a team. You already have some of the main components here. In the future, if you wanted to, you could build this team and have a second team that uses Iris with Chimao and Martha. Could be another option. Let's see. So this would be one example, right? You have a very, very good all-around team. It's very magic heavy, but it's still very, very good, right? You're using the ODH combo with Isaac and Astaroth, a very, very good team. Another option, right? And this would be with Chingmao. So we use Astaroth. So we're going to want to use someone else. So we're going to use a non-tank that is not the same. We're going to have Iris, Chingmao, Martha. Those are givens based on the fact that you already have those ones pretty strong. Might as well keep them. We're going to consider adding in Envari here. I really like Envari. He's a little harder to obtain, but I think he's a really good addition. I think potentially Celeste could be a hero that could be a boundary option, or another one could be Nebula. Both of these are really good for your team chemistry. Let's see, who else could we potentially use? Try to think. I like those the most, though. I will say. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. I like Nebula in here actually probably the most, but Celeste is another good option. But this would be another option if you had the time, if you wanted to build it, you could build two teams out of what you have because it's not a bad, like you have really good heroes already. The only thing that's different is how you make the team together so that each individual piece fits well together, right? Because you have like five good pieces, but they don't fit perfectly together, you know? So you have some good spots here. The only thing is that I think you could make them more effective if you have them all on the same team. So I don't know if you play or if you know about basketball at all or anything, any sport, but like in basketball, if you were to have, like for example, the Lakers, right? They have LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. Both of them really need to carry the basketball a lot, so it's hard for when one of them gets a lot of opportunities, the other one doesn't. It can make them not shine, right? So it can almost be like two strong personalities can cause an issue. So you want things that work well together to give you a best result. So I think maybe something like this would be a good second team option. Basically, I think you have some really good attackers here, really good heroes. Only problem is going to be making them work together as a team. So hopefully that helps a little bit. But overall, I think you have the right idea. A lot of those heroes are very good. Nothing wrong with it. And I think it's pretty solid. Dragon Paralyzer, I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting close to wrapping up the stream, though, I will say. So we're going to go ahead and do the airship really, really fast. And we're going to have our winners. That is definitely going to be a thing we're doing. Chima to crack the armor. Iris to harass the tank. Absolutely. The only dumb questions are the ones that are never asked in the first place. That is very true. Very, very true. After the Lilith rework, Lilith is a more flexible option for defensive teams than Orion because Lilith is not charging Isaac as quickly as Orion does. It's true. Absolutely happy to help. Incognito says, the only time I use Helios is against Yazun. Yeah, I think Helios, to me, is a different version of Corvus. Corvus is like the offensive version, and Helios is more of the defensive version. You can slide him in against Sebastian and Jet as well. No, that's not the case. Andrew has an official play. Blackbeard's Legacy event is a total of 6 days. Huh. Blackbeard's Legacy coming soon, I guess, according to Vitamin. All right, so we'll be checking that out. Anyway, in the meantime, let's have our picker wheel and our two winners before we wrap things up here on stream. We've got a Facebook and a web winner today, so we will be doing that here. Let's see, Sunday. Today is Sunday. We're going to have our Facebook list. Remember, guys, if you haven't entered, there's two ways to enter. There's a Saturday contest and a Sunday contest. The Saturday contest is in the videos here on June, right? It is the month of June. So we have the Facebook and the web one. To enter the Sunday one, which is today, today's Sunday, all you need to do is make sure you are in my Discord channel, which is in the description on those YouTube videos, and go to my channel. And if you go, you'll see there's a Facebook contest entry June, and there's web, there's a contest entry June. Those are for Sundays, and you will see those there. So that's how you can enter if you weren't already familiar. But anyway, now that we are familiar, let's take a look at our Sunday wheel and see who our lucky winner is. Good luck to everybody here. Let's see how this goes. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely happy to help out any way I can. Congratulations, Joe Rock. You are our lucky Facebook winner. Joe Rock 888. You are our lucky winner. Congratulations. The Wheel of Fate has spoken for Facebook. Let's see who our web is. All right. Hey, Prax, we're just about to wrap up. You just caught the first winner there, the Facebook winner. Let's see who our web winner is. Good luck to everybody. Let's take a look. The spinner wheel has chosen, and it is Renegade Saint. Renegade Saint is our lucky winner. Congratulations to our two lucky winners. So, Renegade Saint, Joe Rock 888, I will be in touch. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream. I will be back next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I'll let you know what times in the Discord channel. I will also be making some videos pretty soon. I'm going to make one for sure on the upcoming Summerfest event that we should be having. Oh, Negro, today the wheel spins is just for today. We will have those other spins made up at a later time. But yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on the stream. Prax, no worries. Happy that you were able to sneak in towards the end. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your support and hitting that like button. And I will be seeing you guys next weekend. Thank you, everyone.